Welcome to our Istanbul horse racing predictions for Friday, September 22nd, 2023. Race 1. In this race, we don't expect a fast pace. There doesn't seem to be any horse determined to take the lead. Horse number 1, Doganina Tessi, and horse number 3, Mubir, are likely to show a good start and take the lead early. One of these two will probably set the pace. Doganina Tessi is a different name compared to Mubir in terms of strength. There are weight differences today, but we still believe Doganina Tessi can handle the weight difference against its rivals. Mubir preferred the outermost starting position. When starting from the middle lanes, if the start is slightly slow, it may get blocked and have to come from the outside. Today, not having the outermost lane might prevent it from taking the lead early. If Doganina Tessi makes a good start, it will have a significant advantage. In our opinion, Doganina Tessi, horse number 1, will win this race, whether it takes the lead or not. The mare, under the guidance of Mehmet Kaya, is in excellent training condition. We also believe that racing against her own gender gives her an advantage. One of her serious rivals, Çiçek Hanım, tends to wait during the race. Therefore, we expect her to win due to lack of competition. We consider Doganina Tessi as the banker of the day. Race 2. Horse number 1, Akta Tay, is a horse with limited strength. Even though it runs at full capacity under the guidance of Gökhan Kocaeli, it often finds a rival that overtakes it in the final meters. In reality, there isn't much it could have done differently. It is in good form and, if it doesn't face a highly effective competitor today, it can win. Firstly, let's note that this race will have a slow tempo. Even Akta Tay could potentially take the lead. Whoever takes the lead, Akta Tay will try to stay behind them on the straight and make a move later. After these meters, a horse with good form and strength from behind could overtake. Based on this description, we have identified two horses, horse number 5, Nando, and horse number 8, Abenazlum, both of which have strong sprinting abilities. We believe they will be effective in the final stages. If Akta Tay can't create a significant lead, one of these two horses will likely overtake. We can say this is a race where you can consider 3 horses. Our numerical ranking for this race is 1, 5, 8. Race 3. This race is expected to have a fast pace. Horses number 2, Hard Flood, horse number 4, Gökdenism, and horse number 6, Special 1, are likely to compete for the lead. We believe Hard Flood and Gökdenism will definitely want to take the lead, while Special 1 will try to make a move from the outside and settle into 3rd place. A fast start is almost guaranteed. Our favorite in this race is horse number 6, Special 1. This horse may be eliminated here for the first time after Pelagrosa, but we consider it very lucky. Especially when some of its serious rivals have weaknesses, Special 1 is likely to take advantage of this. This horse has previously overtaken Saeta, a very fast horse, at this distance and won the race by countering attacks from behind. If Special 1 can avoid the early duel between Hard Flood and Gökdenism and get ahead of them in the straight, we believe it can win without a late sprint. It can achieve this under the guidance of Kocaeli. It is our clear favorite. The first rival will be horse number 1, Vector, which could come from behind. With the apprentice discount and a slightly more favorable weight, it has an advantage in our opinion. Let's also note that it has a 2 out of 1 record with this apprentice. If it follows the fast pace well and positions itself properly, it can win. Afterwards, we can consider horse number 2, Hard Flood, from the leading group. We think Vedit will find a way to pass Gökdenism. However, we can't predict how he will analyze the rear group and where he will position himself. Maybe he will want to establish the tempo from the beginning and run faster. In any case, We believe he is very fortunate in the right group. We find these 3 horses sufficient. Baba Zahin and Gokdanism are in good form, but they haven't won races in a while. Today, we excluded these horses because we see the recommended trio as more advantageous. If you have a strong feeling about them, you can consider adding them. Our numerical ranking for this race is 6, 1, 2. Race 4. This race will have a slow tempo. 2 horses, number 9, Laura Hannum, and number 11, Blaze the Great, can potentially take the lead and determine the pace. We don't expect him to stubbornly fight for the lead. Whichever one takes the lead will likely set the tempo. We believe both of them have a good chance due to their light weights. Let's emphasize that this race will be quite challenging due to the slow pace. There is no horse here that we can confidently say won't make it. Therefore, we won't eliminate any horse in this race. Let's mark all the horses in the 4th race and move on to the next one. Race 5. We expect a fast pace in this race. Horse number 8, Lament of Victory, is a horse that will likely take the lead, with the advantage of the inside lane. Horse number 1, Bloom Dancer, will come from the outside and position itself outside, Lament of Victory. Horses number 9, McCool, and number 5, Gel Kism, will also be fast horses at the front. In races like this, we won't differentiate between the front and back groups because we have seen what Lament of Victory did in its last race. It started like an arrow and took the lead against very fast rivals. It even squeezed Sayaran Yeli, which was equally fast, against the barrier and took the lead with a bit of a foul. Sayaran Yeli had to settle for 2nd place because it couldn't set the pace, which favored Lament of Victory. Now, we can't confidently say that Lament of Victory will take the lead and finish the same way just because it has the inside lane advantage. This horse managed to take the lead easily in a 1400-meter race in Istanbul, but it was caught and overtaken quite easily on the straight. Things work differently on the Istanbul turf. We can't say it won't win today, but it's going to be a tough job. Horse number 2, Kansukan, is a must include today. It can closely follow the leading horse and jump in the straight. If there's no strong late attack from behind, it can win. We previously mentioned that horse number 14, Yablanitsa, has an effective sprint in such fast races. It should definitely be on your tickets. It will come strong in the end. Horses number 11, My Little Girl, number 6, Jizz, number 10, Montrester, number 4, Flying Spice, and number 13, Tigress, are other names to consider in this tough race. Our numerical ranking for this race is 8, 2, 11, 6, 10, 4, 13. Race 6. We believe there will be a slow pace in this open race for fillies. Especially, horse number 9, Magic Flute, which is in an unexpected position, might not perform well today. Normally, this mare can race by taking the lead. However, in its last race, it tried a different tactic due to very fast competitors. It didn't interfere with the early pace and followed the race from the back. When fast horses set the pace up front, one of the horses waiting in the front group won. Magic Flute made an effective late move, but the race was already over. Today, under the guidance of Karatas, we believe it will make a move for the lead. If it can surpass front-running horses like My Pretty Girl or Nancio, it can establish its own pace and leave strong rivals behind. There's no reason it should be inferior to this group. Let's emphasize that it's our clear favorite. The first rival will be horse number 8, General Briella, under the guidance of Mehmet Akyavu, who has a record of 20 wins out of 10 starts. It will be racing on synthetic turf for the first time. If it doesn't have adaptation issues, it could make a name for itself at the top. Horse number 4, Bonnie Bomb, has improved its form through recent races. If it decides to run, It won't shy away from competition. We believe it will perform well today. We find these 3 horses sufficient for today. If we receive different information on race day, we may make additions. Our numerical ranking for this race is 9, 8, 4. Race 7. We expect a fast pace in this race. 4 horses, numbers 7, Zephyr West, 6, My Boitomo, 5, Globetrotter, and 4, Festival Fever, are likely to compete for the lead. We can't predict which one will lead or use a different tactic. However, a fast pace is likely to be set. Horse number 1, Blue Sunset, has the conditions to win again today. We believe the extended distance will be in its favor. It can suddenly accelerate in the desired position and catch the leading horse. Horse number 1, Blue Sunset, will continue its winning streak today and can be considered as the banker of the day. Race 8. There are no horses that we can call fast in this race. Alavara, horse number 8, has won 2 consecutive races with a little luck and by setting the tempo in a lackluster field. Interestingly, today it will be racing under favorable conditions again. If it starts well and takes the lead, it has a good chance of winning, but it won't be easy due to stronger rivals today. We will recommend 3 horses as rivals: horse number 2, Halle, horse number 3, Furtanala Diari, and horse number 4, Firat Barber. These horses are expected to perform well under these conditions. We didn't give Sigurdalan a chance due to the slow pace. Sebibi and Gokuzgan will be starting on the turf for the first time. Gokuzgan might adapt to the turf, but we want to see how it performs. Our numerical ranking for this race is 8, 2, 3, 4. Race 9. Horse number 2, Azeri Damat, impressed us the most during training sessions on the practice track. Especially if the race develops with an early pace today, it will be much more competitive. It's our clear favorite. Horse number 1, Enfesh Tamer, continues to run well but struggles to win. It might not be able to catch up again today. However, we can't ignore this strong contender. We find these 2 horses sufficient for the final leg. We will go with a ranking of 2 and 1 here.